Good day to you. So today we are looking at speed, and our objective questions are: what does speed refer to? What is the unit of speed, and how can you calculate or find speed? These questions are based on the objectives that we have to master by the end of this topic. So remember, our topic is speed. Let's continue. Firstly, we're going to look at the keywords. So keyword number 1 is average speed. What does average mean? Average means the difference between 2 points. So average might be the difference between 1 and 4, and the difference between the two of them would be the half of them. So therefore, if you take 4 minus 1, then you will get 3, and 3.5 is 1.5. So that means when you work out averages, it means you have two values and you have to find the middle of the two values. The second keyword that we have is calculate. So what is the meaning of calculate? Calculate is to use numbers and show what you already know, or to find an answer based on what is given to you in a question. The third keyword that we have is constant. Constant has an interesting meaning because it can mean that something is continuing or always the same, or it can mean that it is always true. So in this case, because we're working with speed, we're looking as constant as always staying the same, always staying the same. Then we have m divided by s, and this is a SI unit. So a SI unit is something that we measure in, that we calculate in. Now, the next part is number 5. Number 5 is meters. Meters is a length measurement, a length measurement. And then we have the word per, and per means something based on something else, something based on something else. So if we look at meters per second, which is the meaning of this here, m divided by s, so meters per second would mean for every meters, we travel a specific amount of seconds, or for every amount of seconds, we will travel a specific amount of meters. And then the last one is speed, and speed refers to how fast are we traveling to get where we want to go. Please pause the video or rewind it if you need to revisit some of these terms. You can also slow down the video in case I'm speaking too fast. Now, the next part, who can find it first? In this section, you need a textbook, and we actually use a textbook in our classes that I will show you in a moment. We use a textbook when we're trying to find things, and therefore it's good to have your textbook in front of you. It can be on any page in your textbook, so it doesn't have to be the same textbook as mine, but I will take a moment and show you what my textbook looks like. So as you can see, this is what my textbook looks like, and this is the version that I use. So when we look at what it says, firstly we say, what is speed? Speed is the quantity that tells us how fast something is moving. All right, let's jump back into my screen. Which different units of speed can we use? You can pause your video so that you can find it in your own textbook. But we use meters, seconds, and for speed itself, we use meters per second. Which unit do we use for speed in physics? Which unit do we use? When you see the word unit, it refers to the SI unit, or System International unit, that you have to use. And this refers to the meters per second that we learned from before. And the last question on this page, why do we use the unit to measure speed? So we use this unit to measure speed because in our calculation, we are dividing meters, which is length, by seconds, which is time. So therefore, you have to, in your final answer, add meters per second to tell me what you divided by. All right, so lastly, here is some homework that you can use to just test your knowledge about speed and to know what you know. And therefore, if you have a problem with one of these questions, you can always approach your teacher and ask about it or point them to the question that is confusing you. I hope you have a great day and that you enjoyed this video. Bye.